Hey everybody, Dr. John, nurse practitioner with Island Direct Primary Care, and in 2022 we hope to have kind of podcast-like interviews with local members of our community. And today we are blessed to have Miss Robin here, who is actually a patient of Island Direct Primary Care, and she's getting ready to go on a journey, or she's been on a journey for quite some time now, and so we thought it'd be a good opportunity to share the beginning of the new part of her journey. And so Robin, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me here.
It's awesome. Interesting thing. So here at Island Direct Primary Care, we do things a little more integratively or alternative medicine like. We acknowledge traditional medicine. Sometimes we do traditional medicine as well. But we really try to keep an open mind. And it's just not organizations like ours, but we have organizations like the Cleveland Clinic, the Mayo Clinic. Many of them practice alternative modalities to healthcare. And so today we're hoping to learn something new from you, Robin. So go ahead and introduce yourself.
I'm Robin Chestnut. I live in the area. I actually live in Titusville. I've been a transplant to Florida for about 13 years now, and came from the very cold Midwest, so I love living here. One of the other things I love about living here is the openness of people to understand different modalities of healing and medicine, and being willing to step beyond just regular medicine. And I'm a big proponent of that, and that is kind of why my journey is starting kind of here to begin to move forward into a form of energy healing.
A form of energy healing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and I think we've talked previously, it's really an energy healing, form of energy healing and a spiritual journey, right?
A spiritual journey also. When you begin to enter into a journey of being an energy healer, the most important thing is that you take a journey with yourself first, to heal yourself, to be open to healing maybe trauma in your life, or past hurts in your life, or things that you carry around that are heavy. And that's really one of the first things about Reiki, which is what I'm studying, is they encourage you to begin a journey of self-discovery while you're on the journey of learning how to do Reiki for people. Because Reiki is more than just about healing your physical body. It's about healing your spiritual body. It's about healing your just your whole environment. And so I'm kind of the beginning of the journey of learning more about myself and healing within myself, so that I can be a better practitioner of energy medicine as I move through this next 6 months of training.
So 6 months of training.
6 months of training.
That's exciting. So what we're going to do for you, community, is today we're going to introduce Reiki. So Danny or Danielle, our business development manager, and myself will have some, question and answer, kind of communicating with Robin about the beginning of her journey. And then be on the lookout, because in about 3 or 4 months, we're going to bring Robin back and kind of get an idea of those aha moments that she has. And then we'll finish at the end when you go through the master's examination process to be an actual practitioner, and we'll introduce that. So we as a community will kind of join Robin on this part of her journey and give her an opportunity to share it with us as well. So thank you so much. Appreciate it. All right, Danny, what questions do you have?
So I would like to know how you got started or involved with Reiki, or how you even first sort of heard about it.
Well, I've always been a big believer in healing beyond medicine, that there was something beyond taking a pill and getting better. Not that I'm against that. If you need to take traditional medicine, by all means, I think that's a very positive thing in your life. But there are so many things in our lives that medicine won't take care of to heal ourselves. And we are energy. Everything around us is energy. We're energy. And energy is what makes us and keeps us healthy. And when our energy goes out of alignment, then we become ill in some way. It may be mental, it may be physical, it may be spiritual. And I just began a journey of looking around at different modalities of how do we heal ourselves beyond that. Now, one of my first things is I believe in prayer, and I believe that you can put your hands on people and you can pray over people, and that will heal people. I've seen that. I've seen those miracles happen. But I know that there's more, and believe me, I understand, but I think there's more to it even than that. Not that prayer isn't very powerful, but I've seen people, heal through the energy, bringing energy into alignment. So I began to kind of look around at the different modalities of healing, and Reiki is what spoke to me. And several years ago, I went and took the first level of Reiki, which is Reiki 1, but I never used it. I never found a community that supported me. I never really began to understand how I could use that. So I kind of set that on a shelf. And I know now that that was the universe telling me I wasn't ready to use it yet, that it wasn't my time, but it introduced me to it. And over this last year, I've just been on a real journey of self-discovery and feeling that I was being called into the universe to be a healer and to be a healer with energy. And so Reiki is what I know, and that's where I'm starting. And then I hope to move beyond that into some other modalities of energy healing also, but Reiki is where I'm starting.
That's super cool, right? So here's what I heard. Listen, community, there's a pandemic going on. There's lots of negative stuff out there, and you're talking about energy, right?
Yes.
And so you're taking this time, which can be quite negative for so many people, and you're taking the time to self-reflect and to look upon it positively, which exudes positive energy, to search for the next level or whatever else that you may be thinking. And so, like you said, Reiki is what spoke to you. And I'm not an energy healer or anything. I'm a big time prayer. I love to pray. That's how I start my morning. I pray for my family, I have friends. I pray for my patients. It's just what I do. But I also believe that we do give off energy. And so when I worked amongst oncology patients, cancer patients, and stuff like that, I always tell them that I go, look, this is a battle of attitude, and it starts with attitude, that positive attitude. And if you have a negative attitude, in other words, you have negative energy about you, then you're already starting a step behind. And so having that energy balance, in alignment, if you don't have your energy in alignment, then it's very difficult to head in that direction, isn't it?
It is. And having your, Reiki is not about giving your energy to someone else to heal them. Reiki is about helping them bring their own energy into alignment so that they can heal themselves. Because we know that we can heal ourselves. We can heal ourselves, with positive thoughts. We can heal ourselves with positive energy. And so it's about helping people on a journey to be healthier, to be healed in this world. Because when we heal people in this world, when we give them positive energy, it can do nothing but make our world a better place. And I just feel that I've been called into the world at this point in time to heal, to bring positivity into the world. And I'm very excited about that.
I'm excited for you.
Yeah, we're excited to be with you on this journey and to see how it goes. So that's very exciting that you're involving us. So my question is, can you describe to someone that's never heard of Reiki before, how would you describe that in sort of a shorter version?
It's a time when you spend together, and what you do is you come together, and usually you're on a table, and there's some work that you do to clear the energy in the air, to bring positive energy into the air. You work with your own energy to bring positive energy in, and then it's really a laying on of hands in energy centers to help your energy come back into line. And your energy may be aligned in most parts of your body, but you may be having stomach problems, which means that your energy is out of a line there. You could be having a knee problem, and it could mean your energy is out of a line in your knee. And so it's a matter of bringing, your energy to help their energy come back into alignment so that they can heal.
Now, these energy places,
Mhm.
are those consistent with what people may know as chakras, or similar but not quite the same?
It's not your chakra areas. There's
Okay.
different areas that you go to. But here's the thing. If I start at your head with Reiki and you need it in your knee, it's going to go to your knee before I ever get to your knee.
Gotcha.
Your body's going to pull the energy where it needs to go to heal. So no matter where you go, your body is going to pull it to where it needs to go.
So there's hope for all of this.
There's hope for all of your body. Yes, there's
Awesome.
hope for all of it. Yes, but it does have to do with your chakras. It does open your chakras up.
Okay.
It's very important that once you've opened them, you close them back up. You close
Yeah.
your energy field back up so that you are back in alignment. Because you bring a lot of energy. You have them pull a lot of energy in, so then you pull them back. And so they're back to where they would be daily. So it has to do with a lot. It has to do, with your chakras. It has to do with your meridians, your life, your flow of your lifelines. It has to do with so much. I encourage people. I go once a month and get acupuncture.
Mhm.
I started doing it because I was having anxiety, and so I I did acupuncture for anxiety. Worked through that. I'm much better with that. But I realized that I felt so much better after going once a month and having acupuncture done
Mhm.
to just keep my meridians open and to keep my energy flowing. I do a big part of Reiki is meditation. I meditate every morning, depending on what I feel called to meditate on, but I do a lot of meditating about keeping my chakras in line and keeping them open and healthy.
So if I were to come to you for a Reiki session, am I going to meditate in that session? Or say I'm bad at meditating, is that going to affect?
No, you won't meditate. You'll just lay on the table and relax. Now, if you want to meditate, you could. It's usually a very quiet session. Usually the Reiki master or the Reiki practitioner won't talk to you unless you want to talk to them, just to give you time to just be with yourself. But no, I will meditate before you come.
Okay.
I will meditate to, clear my chakras, open my chakras up, to open my energy up. I'll do a little kind of thing I do to clear the air, bring pure energy into the room.
Is that like a mantra? You can see this little, when you
There's
say
a
that
little
thing.
symbol that you do and
Okay.
something you say, and
Gotcha.
it clears, it brings in pure energy.
Okay.
So, I will clear the room of any negative energy. I'll bring in pure energy. I'll meditate.
Does my energy have to do with the session? Say I'm like, I don't believe in Reiki. I don't think energy is a thing. But I come to a session. Is that going to affect my results? Do I need to be open to it?
Not necessarily, no, because your energy is still there. Your energy is still flowing.
Okay.
And so it may not be as successful if you're not as open to it. I'm not sure anybody would come to you if they weren't open to Reiki, but and the other thing you need to understand is Reiki is just like any other medicine. You may come once and you feel great, but you may have to come several times in order to get maximum results of that. I will tell you that the other things I know about myself is that I can feel energy in my hands. Like right now, I'm holding my hands out to you, and it feels like I'm holding two balls of energy, round circular balls of energy about the size of softballs in my hands right now.
Wow.
They're very energized.
Is that a good thing?
That's a good thing.
Are you feeling my energy right now?
I'm feeling my energy
You're
right
feeling
now.
your energy?
I'm feeling my energy right now, but I can share my energy with you because it's a positive energy. I can bring it together, like this. I do some meditating where I send long distance healing energy to people, and one of the things that I do is I bring my hands together and feel this ball of energy, and then I send it to that person through the universe for
Okay.
healing. So I'm able to feel energy. I'm one of those unique. I'm not unique. Everybody can do it if they're just open to it. I can walk up to crystals and I can feel the energy coming off the crystals.
Wow.
I can walk up to other inanimate objects like that and I can feel energy coming off them.
Do you feel whether it's positive or negative energy, or do you feel different types?
I can feel negative energy from people. Inanimate objects usually don't have negative energy, you know.
Okay.
Usually it's just energy. Can I feel negative energy from people? Absolutely.
Okay.
I try to stay out of that orbit when I feel it. I try to then cover myself with a positive energy, a white light or a golden light, you know, to kind of protect myself. But honestly, I will tell you, the negative energy sometimes I feel is more like people just being stressed and being out in public and being, you know, in a group of people. And so then everybody gets stressed and that energy kind of shifts to more of a negative energy, just circumstantially and that type of thing. I am an empath also. I can feel, an empath is someone who can feel what you're feeling. I know how you're feeling without you telling me. And that I have to be very careful of when I go into big groups because I have a tendency to absorb everybody's energy. If I go to like Disney for like 2 days, it's hard for me to get off the couch. I'm just exhausted. Because I've absorbed so much energy, positive and negative. It just overloads me. And I get there and I get excited and I forget to protect myself from it. You know, if I protect myself from it, I'm pretty good. But usually I get there and I'm excited because I'm with people and we're having a good time. And yeah, I can feel energy coming off other people.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Is there one thing you're hoping to learn the most from your class that you'll be taking?
I just want to be, I want to be a very open healer, someone that people feel comfortable coming to, that they trust to come to, that they can feel my good energy. I tell my acupuncturist that I go to, she has some of the most pure energy I've ever felt coming off someone, and she's a healer. And I would love to have that energy coming off me, that my people that come to me feel that pure energy, my heart is just a healing heart, and that people feel that.
I feel like that's important in any mode of healthcare, whatever position you are in.
Yes.
Because they do need to be someone that you can trust.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
So I got to ask, we got acupuncturists, we got Reiki, you know, obviously alternative methods to healthcare, but you are a member of Island Direct Primary
I
Care.
am a member of Island Direct Primary Care. I was referred to you very early in your practice. I don't think you had a whole lot of people yet when you came.
Because I remember.
Yeah. And
So, yeah,
Kristen, one of the things that drew me to you the most, because we had a long conversation when we came, is that you were so open to all modalities of healing. We talked about Reiki the first time we were here, and you're like, yeah, that's awesome. And we talked about some other types of things, and you were so open to all modalities and didn't like, no, you can't, you know, traditional medicine is what we have to do. And that's what, you know, made me decide I wanted to be a patient of yours, was your openness to all types of healing.
Awesome. I'm sitting here listening to you, and you know, a lot of people talk about medicine and science and the scientific method, and that's extremely important. And evidence-based is extremely important. But you know, we also, whether it's in nursing care or whether it's in practicing medicine, we talk about the art of medicine. And really early on in this conversation, you really talked about Reiki as a practitioner, as an art form. And so I think it's super important for all of us to just kind of be open to that practicing art. I think, in my opinion, we all have special gifts, right? I've never been, had that feeling like I could lay hands on people or anything like that. But I'm kind of a lover, and I carry people's burdens, and kind of like when you talk about the empath. I can feel people's hurt. And I tend to carry that a lot. And over time and experience, I've learned to be able to surrender that to my God in the way I worship, so that I don't carry it, because it's hard. This past year, I've had multiple friends diagnosed with cancer. My father passed away with cancer, and I was part of all of their journeys. Suicides in the family, all of their journeys. And so if you don't learn how to really keep those energies in line and have the ability to understand more than just the physical realm of your healthcare, you can get sick, and it can be very, very cumbersome. So I am super, super excited that you're on this journey. Thank you for welcoming the invitation to just come, sit down, and talk to members of the Space Coast about the beginning of your journey and making yourself vulnerable. You know me, I like to make myself vulnerable. And I look forward to hearing about your aha moments in the future.
I'm excited, and when we get to the end or towards the middle or something, maybe one of you will let me do a Reiki session with you before before we
volunteer, huh?
before we talk the second time, because I will start practicing very shortly.
Yeah.
And I will. The course is a Reiki 1, a Reiki 2, and then a Master Reiki. And I will, when I'm done, I will be a Master Reiki.
That's very exciting.
And teacher. So I'm very excited about it, and I'm just excited. I just can't say it any other way. That
Awesome.
I just feel like I am stepping into what I've always been called to do.
There's nothing better, and this goes to Danny because we're older than you. There's nothing better really than experiencing life and finally getting to a point in your life where you're at peace with where you are and what you believe you're supposed to be doing.
Yes.
And so that is kind of a super, super cool feeling. And then the journey is different.
Yes.
But it's almost more streamlined. You don't have all of that, all those distractions.
Right.
And so it's kind of cool because you've already stepped in the pile of mud or the pile of poo, and it already stinks. And so you've cleaned your shoe off and you're ready to keep going.
Well, and this I hope can be my final career in life, and something I can do until I can't do it anymore. That we're all going to age out of working with what I do, for myself. At some point I'm going to be, that's enough. And this is what I want to do with the rest of my life.
So this is your legacy.
This is my legacy, yes.
So awesome.
Yes.
Yeah, that's amazing. I'm reading a cool book right now, and one of the final things, and the book's actually on artificial intelligence, but one of the final things is really talking about legacy and defining what legacy means. And Space Coast, thank you for tuning in and watching, learning a little bit about Reiki, and we look forward to seeing everybody here in the next couple of weeks. We plan on doing these little videos with other members in the community just to kind of be informative and to share not only what we're doing in the community, but what our community members are doing. So thank you, Robin, so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.